This is the second tutorial in flying dual-line kites indoors. We'll develop on the base from the first tutorial, which got you into the air. Now we'll move on to flying under control. We will launch smoothly in a couple of ways. Fly 360s, 180s, and 90s. Develop the concept of line and sail pressure. We will fly up and overs to landings and to 180. We'll learn to land on the tips and to pancake land. The main objective is smooth flying with control of the kite. We will finish with some control exercises. Support the kite against something so that the kite is standing on its wingtips. Hold the lines even with both hands extended in front of your body. Step back and pull your hands towards your chest. Now, when the kite is about 4 feet off the ground, pull with one hand to turn the kite until it is flying horizontal. And at the same time, start moving at a walking pace away from the kite along a line specified by the direction of the kite lines. Concentrate on the spine of the kite and steer the kite so the spine is parallel to the floor. The key to keep flying is to let the lines guide you in the direction you move. You should be moving directly down the lines. The vector of your motion should be in line with the kite lines. Since the kite is moving in a circle around you, your motion will be in a circle on the floor. If you get in front or behind the kite with that motion, the kite will fall. This sounds more complex than it is. You will learn this by feel. If you're doing it correctly, you will feel like there is wind on the kite. The kite's sail will stay powered. The faster you move away from the kite, it is the same as having a higher wind on the kite. Go all the way around 360 degrees, then pull on the line to the upper wing of the kite and stop moving away from the kite. The kite will turn up and sink to the floor. With the right touch, which is kite dependent, you do a 2-point landing. Now you will relaunch and go in the opposite direction. Next, you want to learn to do a 360 and to reverse direction without landing or stop. This is where feeling the sail pressure comes in. Think in terms of you're flying the kite in the clockwise direction and you are backing up in a clockwise direction. Now you need to back up with the kite directly in front of you while it changes direction to start flying in a counterclockwise direction. While you are doing this, you are pulling on the upper wing to turn the kite up. So as the kite revolves 180 degrees to reverse, you need to stop the circular backup and just back straight back during the turn, then start making the circular backup in the opposite direction. This is a valuable move to learn to do smoothly, as it is used in a lot of other situations for advanced flying. Practice this, then start doing the reverses at 180 degrees and then 90 degrees. When doing 90-degree reversals, you will notice that you really need to concentrate on keeping the kite powered during the reverse. Practice this will improve your indoor flying and presentation. Now let's add the up and over. Put the kite in the vertical position with the nose pointing up. This is best started from a landed position. Then holding the kite lines with your arms extended and you being squared up to the kite, you pull your hands up and towards you together so the kite flies straight up. You pull with enough power and sail pressure that the kite goes directly over your head. As it approaches directly over your head, you start turning 180 degrees so you're facing the opposite direction from which you launch the kite. Now as you let the kite fly over your head and as it comes off a vertical, you start to power it by pulling the lines towards your chest. As the kite starts flying towards the floor, you now have some decisions. Do you want to land or turn 90 degrees to fly a horizontal 360? You can turn the kite up about 4 feet off the ground and release the tension on the lines to let the kite land. Or you can, at 4 feet, turn to fly 360. Later, we will also show the pancake landing. The lift and launch is the most basic launch. Lay the kite on its back, lift the kite to the vertical position standing on its wingtips. Usually you will have to pull the lines at head level to get the kite to the vertical position. Once the kite is vertical on its wingtips, you can pull back and launch and fly away. Let's do the first active toss type launch. I call it back flying toss to launch. Grab the kite by the nose and with the kite belly towards the floor, hold the kite such that the spine is tilted slightly downward away from you. The amount of tilt is kite dependent. Push the kite away from your body, releasing the kite so that it flies back. When the kite lines are extended, pull on the kite to fly away. You can go up and over or to a 360. Pancake landing. Do an up and over. As you turn with the kite overhead, keep your hands close to your body. When the kite is about 3 to 4 feet from the floor heading down, throw your hands forward as you take a step towards the kite. This will allow the kite to flare and then drop to the floor. Let's do the belly turn to launch. Set or land the kite such that it is on its belly with the nose pointing away from you and the lines are extended to the kite. Now adjust the kite by pulling on one line to rotate the kite about 20 or 30 degrees. Now with the opposite hand, pull quickly with a long stroke to the side such that the kite rotates up, and then pull on both lines to fly away. You should take all of your skills and put them in a skills routine so that when you start a session, you can go through a warm-up that tunes your touch. By having a routine, you learn control, and you also learn how to connect skills so that you can do a routine. For example, do a lift and launch, do a 360 reverse, go 180, turn up, and do it up and over into a pancake landing. Then do a belly turn launch into a 360 to a landing, pick the kite up by the nose, and then do a back flying launch into an up and over to a pancake landing, and then take a bow. Now you have all the basic skills to really start having fun with your indoor dual line kite. You could easily at this time even choreograph a simple ballet to some music. And in fact, that would be a good idea because it will give you something to fly to so that you learn to control the kite path, speed, and expression. I hope you have enjoyed the second tutorial. This should make you a good indoor flyer. On the next tutorial, we'll move to some of the more advanced skills. We'll do stalls, axles, and fades, and we'll work on some 3D tosses and catches. So let's hit the hardwood and practice. Thanks for joining me.